Take control of the numbers and supercharge your small business with Xero. That's Xero. With our easy-to-use accounting software with automation and reporting features, you'll spend less time on manual tasks and more time understanding how your business is doing. 87% of surveyed U.S. customers agree Xero helps improve financial visibility. Search Xero with an X or visit xero.com/ACAST to start your 30-day free trial. Conditions apply.
Studies show that 100% of everybody in the world wants to curl up indoors and do nothing because it's so darn cold out there. That's why many people are turning to Bombas, whose pillowy plush slippers and warm merino wool socks have been said to be the most comfortable in the history of feet. Bombas products have been found to boost coziness by up to 1,000,000%. Okay, enough fake statistics, but could Bombas socks and slippers really be the cure? Go to bombas.com/audio and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. I called you this week, didn't I, Hamish?
I really like this phone call because when you or I text or call each other, I'll be interested to hear if you feel the same way. Part of me is like, oh, there's something that we should have done on the podcast that we haven't done.
Yeah.
Like I might be about to get set a job.
Oh, yeah.
But this call was not that.
No.
You start with, hey, I had a weird dream about you last night. I'm like, oh, this is my kind of phone call.
Usually it's me telling
story.
you off, isn't it? Why haven't you done this?
Yeah.
Why haven't you done this, you fucking idiot?
That's the way it works off air.
Yeah.
It's a very one-sided, quite aggressive relationship that we have.
Yes, yeah, it is, yeah. I tell you off and you give in.
I just apologise.
It's masochistic, our relationship, isn't it?
I apologise. I send a photo of my cock as requested.
Don't make me laugh.
Every day.
It's collateral.
Hey, Mish, it's 10 a.m. Where is it? Sorry, I was doing things with the kids. Quick photo of my cock. Okay.
It's like that cult, the Nexium cult, where you have collateral against the disciples. You have to send me things. Send me the photo now, Hamish. No, it's not like that. It's generally very polite, our conversations, aren't they?
Is.
Well done. Thank you very much. See you later. We're very British, aren't we, Hamish, with the way...
We're saying the one thing that we have in common is we both are please and thank yous when talking to ChatGPT, aren't we?
And Alexa.
And Alexa.
And Siri. Oh, thank you, Siri. Have a lovely day. I go over the top with it because I know it's silly.
No, good morning, you, Alexa.
I called you because I did have a weird dream. Not a sexy one, unfortunately, Hamish. Actually, I'm pleased it wasn't a sexy one because I'm not sure I could sit here with you today if I'd had one of those.
Don't call me if you have a sexy one.
I won't.
I don't want the details.
I won't. I don't.
Let's just have this like awkwardness amongst us next time we meet and it's just hanging in the air, but we've not discussed it. Okay. Go on. Share the weird dream.
Oh, it's just that we were locked in a coffin together. Wasn't very nice. We were buried alive and we had to survive. We were like scratching at the lid.
Yeah.
Wasn't very nice.
Sounds a little bit like doing this podcast every week. You lock that door. I'm like, oh God, here we are. The coffin that is the studio.
Space.
Yeah.
Scratching away at the table, trying to get out of here as quickly as you can.
Is that all? So you don't know who locked us in there? We don't have any food or drink in there. We don't know where we. Yeah.
I think the podcast.
Were we lying on top of each other?
Yes, we were lying.
Side?
No, we were flat, like back. So you were like front up, and I was front up. So we were like laid on top of each other, but not facing each other.
Like a bookcase.
Like
almost,
a stack.
Yeah, okay.
Stack of humans.
So we weren't nose to nose.
No,
it was nose to back of head.
No, if it was nose to nose, it might have gone a bit.
Was I bottom
sexy.
bunk or were you bottom bunk?
You were on the bottom and I was lying flat on top of you and I was scratching at the lid of the coffin. It was really horrible. Actually, at least we can wake up from those dreams, whereas the podcast, I can't. That just goes on and on and on.
How did you wake up? We were like, great.
No, we stayed alive in the dream and we forgot we were sober. So in the dream, we got out of the coffin and then we went out and got massively pissed.
Did we?
Yeah.
To celebrate not being in a coffin anymore?
Yes, and I remember it all vividly because I've never got pissed with you before. So it was like me and Hamish out on the town, painting the town red.
Nice.
It was a really weird, vivid dream because I've never seen you drinking before. So it's just us up at the bar, on the dance floor, on a massive bender, stumbling from pub to bar to club. I woke up with palpitations, quite honestly. Yeah. I really felt a sense of guilt and shame when I woke up. I called you and was like, oh God, Hamish, we got pissed together last night.
We were on the piss last night.
Yeah, horrible.
Okay, so that's the dream that inspired the episode.
Yes.
All right, I'm with you. I had that mate. Do you remember that story I told you about that friend of mine who called me? Hey, I had a dream about you last night. Go on. You were standing in a toilet.
Yes.
Hammered, peeing from a standing position down your leg and just crying out like, help me, Elle, help.
Oh yeah, you played it on the podcast.
I was like, okay, so that wasn't a drinking dream that I had. That was a drinking dream that my friend had of me just wailing, standing in a bog.
Yeah. God, drinking dreams, hey?
Drinking dreams are a big part of sobriety, I think.
Yeah.
But are they one that we enjoy or can they be very triggering?
Yeah, they can be super triggery, Hamish. In fact, some people think that their drinking dream is a premonition. So some people wake up in fear of them having to fulfill the dream. That's how triggery it can be. It could actually make you want to drink again, especially if the dream is focused on the so-called fun bit of boozing. It's really confusing.
Yes, people don't have dreams of being hungover.
No.
They have dreams of the wild night out.
Actually, I'm going to get to that later because Lucy, I spoke to Lucy this week and she sent us a voice message. She did have dreams about being hungover, which really freaked her out. But yes,
Lucy's
it can be.
Lucy's voice back on the podcast. So, I like it.
So our dream that I had about us, it was about the fun bit. But even though I didn't wake up going, oh yeah, I had a great night out with Hamish in my dream last night, I woke up going, oh my God, I was drinking in my dream and Hamish was pissed and it was all, I felt really scared. And that's the difference between having a good drinking dream and a bad one.
If that night out happens, we need to do a podcast the next day and be like, come clean.
Yeah.
Sober Awkward is over.
Yeah.
Vic and I ended up in a coffin and they got hammered.
If anyone owns a coffin company,
email
Vic and Hamish.
Sponsored by an undertaker.
Well, do you know what? You know when I had my last wish book business online, I was sponsored by undertakers and coffin makers then.
Were you?
Yeah.
It's an unusual one, isn't it?
I have been sponsored by a coffin maker, believe it or not, Hamish. Anyway, that's a whole other story.
Okay, so you mentioned palpitations.
Yes.
How do you normally feel when you wake up from a drinking dream?
Well, I have lots, always in nightclubs, stumbling around and downing shots.
Lots? Like one a month?
One a week, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah, I have them all the time.
And you've been sober for over 7 years.
Yeah, I always have drinking dreams. I dream a lot, generally. So obviously I'm going to dream about what I know.
Yeah.
I had one recently which wasn't a booze one, but it was a cocaine one. Ugh. I was literally like Tony Montana from Scarface in it, sitting at a table with a pile of cocaine the size of Mount Everest in front of me and literally just shoving my face into it and snorting up like a pig looking for truffles, like with cocaine all over my face and like just like chaos all around me and just like this terrible drug-addled gangster.
Great.
Yeah, I mean it probably was quite good in the moment, but I woke up feeling really, really scared.
Yeah.
Because of course when you wake up from a dream you think it's real for a moment, don't you? That's the point. My heart was racing and it really did take me a few seconds before I thought, oh God, I'm not a South American gangster living in Miami. Which is a shame. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame.
Fuck, I'm a mother of 3.
Yeah, damn it, this is dull. those dreams really do take me straight back into that feeling after a big night out when you're not sure what you did after a blackout. So you wake up and you're like, I know I can't remember. I think it's because I'm used to that feeling. Like in my drinking days, there was often times when I woke up afterwards where the night felt like a nightmare. It felt like a dream where I wasn't sure what had happened or what was going on or what I'd said or what I'd done. My nights out were like a dream generally, and I would come to from them after having a blackout and go, oh my God, what have I done? It is exactly the same feeling that I have when I have a drinking dream. It is shame, regret, and that fear of the unknown, which we talk about all the time on this podcast, not knowing what I've done. So yeah, my brain flips straight back to it. I often talk on the podcast of one of the things I love about sobriety is waking up with that steady heartbeat. You know, just waking up knowing that I haven't done anything wrong, knowing that all my kids are in their beds, that all I have to do is make the school lunches and get them ready and do all the normal things that I do on a day-to-day basis. And when I have a drinking dream, I regress into the past. And it brings me straight back feeling like all the hard work that I've ever done in my sobriety has been completely undone. And my heart is racing and it reminds me of who I once was. And that is a scary place that I don't want to go back to.
Because it's been so long in terms of time since that's happened. But I guess because of what you do with the podcast and the book, you spend a lot of time recounting stories and reliving stories of being hammered. So your subconscious mind is probably still thinking, all right, this is front of mind, like let's get the dream on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
My experience has been very different. I feel like I haven't dreamt that much since going sober, probably because I went sober straight after becoming a dad. So I reckon my deep sleep has been limited.
Yeah, true.
Because I've got a crying baby a lot of the time. And actually, with regards to these types of dreams, I can't remember having dreams where I am drinking alcohol, like the process, like buying a drink and putting it to my lips and drinking.
Yes.
My dreams have been more, I'm at a festival or at a nightclub and I am off my nut. I don't know if it's alcohol or drugs, but I've been wasted at a music festival or a club quite often in a dream from my memory since going sober. And I'm not yet at the point where I wake up going, oh my God, did that really happen? I actually quite enjoy the journey back into this other life that is not mine anymore.
Yes,
I'm like, wow, I was off my nut at a festival. I'm a parent who lives on the Sunshine Coast. I don't get that opportunity very often anymore.
Which of course is why it'd be triggery, because as a sober person, you might be feeling like your life's a little bit dull. And then you get a little bit of an insight into that party person again. It's like, oh, I remember that. That's what it is. A drinking dream is a reminder of who you once were. So it's whether you question whether you still want to be that person or not. Like that raver that you were with your stupid trousers on and your stupid jester hat running around like a lunatic.
That's it. Because I don't really daydream about that, but I have been night dreaming about that.
Yeah. It's funny how we don't, as you say, we don't, when we dream, think about, oh, I'm going to my wallet and then I'm going up to the bar and then I'm going for a piss and then I'm coming back again. You dream about you in the middle of the dance floor.
On someone's shoulders.
Arms up in the air, like, this is the best night of my life. Maybe our brain can only remember like the peak bits, not the troughs. I don't know.
It's not like putting up a tent in the wind and rain at the festival.
We don't dream about that.
You're right.
It's weird, isn't it? It's either Tony Montana or nothing.
It's interesting. So I mentioned daydreaming. Like Liz and I had a conversation recently. We talked about our 20s and like partying all the time. And then we said, isn't it wild that you at some point you reach an age, and I think this is equally true if you drink or not, where suddenly you're at an age you're like, I don't want to be in a nightclub anymore. I can remember in my 18, 19, 20, be like, I'm always going to like raving. I'm always going to like being on a dance floor, surrounded by strangers at 3 a.m. Then you're like, I am thrilled that I'm going to bed early and watching a show tonight.
That's so funny.
It happened. You don't see it coming. And it's suddenly like, shit, this is our life. I go to bed 5 minutes after my child goes to bed. When did it get to this?
I never, ever imagined, Hame, that there would be a time when I didn't record the top 40. Right. Like a cassette tape.
Yeah.
I was like, no matter what happens throughout my life, I'm going to be here every Sunday with my fingers pressing the record and play button at the same time to record the songs that I want to do in a top 40. Yeah. I do still do it.
And then trying to hit stop just before the radio presenter talks.
Just trying to get it in. Before Mike Reid comes on. A bit before your time, Mike Reid.
I have felt responsible when I'm working as a radio presenter to not talk over the intros and outros because I spent so much of my life trying to not get the presenter's voice.
It wasn't quite the same when DVDs and CDs came along and other options. No, it was
never know what it was like for us, mate.
No, back then all the streets were made of dust and we were like street urchins, weren't we, Hamish?
Anyway, let's get into the science bit of drinking dreams.
Okay, right now we can't go on without having a chat about the insensitive incentive sensitization theory.
Okay.
Yes, you need to do your scientist voice in a minute, Hamish. Don't lose the will to live while Hamish explains this. It's actually really important.
The insensitive sensitization theory of addiction proposes that addiction is a product of intense, aberrant, motivational states of craving, excessive wanting. That's what cravings are. Have their origin in brain changes that occur after repeated exposure to addictive drugs.
And what that means is if you've previously used alcohol as a reward, you might still have a subconscious drive to use it in this way again. Your old habits and behaviours are still sitting in your brain and sort of come awake at night.
Yes.
A bit like zombies.
Makes sense.
Yes, your past comes awake at night and prods you.
Drinking,
I like a good prod. I like a good prod in the middle of the night. Yes.
I don't mind a little surprise prod in the back in the middle of the night.
Are we playing zombies tonight, John? Ooh.
Call me mummy. Call me mummy. I don't. Do you call John dad and he calls you mum?
Sometimes, yeah, it's really embarrassing.
We do that now a lot.
Yeah,
and then you're in the bedroom and then one of you calls the other one mum or dad. I'm like, whoa. We can't do mum and dad in the bedroom.
We can't do mum and dad
anymore.
We need
to have rules.
Jeez.
It's too much information.
Too much.
Drinking dreams might happen simply because you've been a drinker in your past. Memories and sometimes exaggerated experiences will pop up and continue to influence your dreams even after quitting.
This is so interesting. There's also the possibility that if you're going through a big change, not the big change.
What is the big change?
That's the menopause.
Oh, okay.
Just any big
change. Yeah. Okay.
That could be a big change as well. A relationship breaks down or a new job or whatever. Your subconscious, because of what it was used to over your drinking years, slides back into the thought of drinking to cope. So it's almost like a subconscious coping mechanism to any changes that are going on in your life. So it's really interesting. I'm going to track it over the next few weeks to see if I get drinking dreams, particularly when I'm stressed or particularly when there's something big going on, because my subconscious is going to take me into that reward again. Amazing. So it's all about your subconscious mind just doing what it's trained to do.
I have an issue with this.
Okay.
Yes, we drunk for years and then sometimes you have drinking dreams.
Yes.
That makes sense. I never, in all of my years of life, have had sex with Miss Trunchbull. But I had a dream once I had sex with Miss Trunchbull and I did not want to be having sex with Miss Trunchbull. So why can I not hand pick the memories that I relive in my dreams?
Because you, in your subconscious mind, Hamish, you do want to have sex with Miss Trunchbull. So there's some weird part of you where you find her extremely attractive.
It's the cane.
Yeah, it's the cane and the fact she might bully you or something. There's something weird going on in your tiny little brain that you want to be bossed around and you want to be pummeled by Trunchbull.
Oh, she would dominate me in the bedroom.
Totally. There you go. There it is. There's your subconscious brain coming to the surface. The truth.
Okay, but I'm afraid of that. But you're saying that maybe the fear is a little bit of like a naughty turn on as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm not sure.
Are you a therapist?
I'm not sure this podcast is really turning out how we expected it to.
Anyway, it never does.
It's about Hamish's sex life and how he likes to get hit with a cane occasionally. Oh dear.
Anyway, Vic, are your drinking dreams always bad?
Right. Well, that's a good question. I don't like the moment of wake up. That is true. But once I realise it's a dream, it's almost worth the moment of fear.
Oh, yeah, because it's the relief.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually a brilliant feeling. I realise I don't drink anymore and feel utterly amazing. I'm so relieved. Oh, my God. For a moment there, I thought I'd relapse and thought I'd just gone into this whole world of chaos just by one flick of a switch, just by falling asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, my God, there's that steady heartbeat again. I'm fine. I'm safe.
Was it always like that? Have you know in your early years of sobriety, there'll be someone listening here who's 3 months into sobriety, and if, do you have moments you have a dream you're like, oh, that was fun?
It has never been triggery for me, a dream. I'll say that. I always woke up and just went, oh my God, am I drinking? No, I'm not. All right, I'm safe.
Yeah, cool.
Let's get on with my day. So for me, it's never been, I've never thought, oh my God, maybe I want to drink again because that was fun, or I was stressed, or I've never thought that's going to make me want to drink again.
Yeah.
Dreaming. Yeah. Sobriety is like waking up from a nightmare, quite honestly. So why would I go back into that nightmare?
Yep.
That is I could have that on a t-shirt, couldn't I?
We need to get that down to a few levels. It's too wordy.
Yeah, but also we've got to get my other one. Party like it's 1929.
Yeah, I like that.
That is like my favourite quote I've ever come up with. Don't anyone copy that because I'm patenting it.
I also think sobriety is like waking up from a nightmare. Is kind of a confusing line.
It is confusing.
You're saying sobriety and nightmare in the same sentence, and people go, what do you mean sobriety is like a nightmare?
Everyone thinks it's a bloody nightmare anyway, that's why they don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you're right.
I think this feeling just shows me how happy I am to be sober, and it actually strengthens my sobriety more than ever before. I get a sense of being thankful and grateful that it was just a dream. So literally I will wake up and go, that was a bit of a weird dream, but thank gosh, that is not reality.
Yeah.
It actually makes me feel super strong and super excited just to go about my day and not have to think about drinking again since I woke up from the dream.
Yeah.
Do you have them?
My experience is a bit different. I quite like how they offer me a sneak peek back into my old life.
Yes.
And I'm raving on a dance floor. I'm not putting up a tent in the rain. You know, like it's the best bit of the festival.
Yeah.
I don't
peaking. You've peaked
I'm
on your
peaking,
pill.
yeah.
On your double dove.
I don't crave them or miss them or wake up feeling stronger in my sobriety. It doesn't really have an effect on my sobriety, these dreams. I can, like I said, I quite enjoy the escapism of them. I find them quite funny. I'm like, usually Liz is there. I'm like, Liz, we were off on a nut at a festival last night. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I do get that sense of relief when I then, I'm sort of in that weird state in between awake and asleep. And then I might hear Sunny next door and I get the relief of like, oh, thank God I'm not on a come down having to parent. Like, thank God I actually feel okay and I can go next door and parent or do a nappy. Yeah. So I think the relief comes then rather than the relief of like, cool, I haven't relapsed.
So it's more of the relief of how you feel rather than being traumatised about what you thought. Does that make sense?
Yes, that'll make sense to you.
Yes, it does make sense to my brain.
Too much for me to wrap my head around.
It's Monday morning.
But let's say yes.
Okay, yes. Yeah,
I don't disagree with you on the podcast.
Was that a bit much?
That was too much for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about Miss Trunchbull.
All right, carry on.
One good thing to know here is that drinking dreams are part of recovery. Some people think that once they have addiction relapse dreams, it's a sign they'll start using again. However, you shouldn't be discouraged if you have one of these dreams. Nearly everyone has a relapse dream at any point in the recovery process. They may be more common when you first start treatment as your subconscious mind adjusts to a new routine.
Yeah, so it's all very well that they're part of recovery, but they can feel horrible at first. I had so many early on in my sobriety that I almost felt like I was drinking. I know that Lucy, who we used to do the podcast with before Hamish came along.
Before I ruined the party, yeah.
Before Hamish ruined the party. She suffered from them awfully. I gave her a quick call, actually. I saw her for lunch this week and then thought, oh, gosh, she's the perfect person to ask. And this is what she said.
Yeah, I always feel a bit hard done by with my drinking dreams because they're never about the high of drinking and that momentary, 20 minutes where you feel good. I only really get the morning after, the anxiety and the feeling like shit and wondering what I've done and that horrible, horrible feeling that we all know. And worst of all, it actually carries on into my waking day. So I often wake up feeling anxious and sometimes even with a headache, which I guess is a hangover. And usually it's a pretty crap start to the day. So I don't like my drinking dreams or my hangover dreams, but I do see them as a good thing they do serve as a reminder of how awful you feel and stop you from picking up a drink again.
It's good having Lucy's voice back on the podcast, isn't it?
Good old Lucy.
Okay, so maybe we need to make a distinction here between drinking dreams, which are what you and I are describing being high at a festival, and drinking nightmares, which is the bad bits, the hangovers that Lucy's describing there.
For me, I would get the same reaction to both.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter whether it was a
When you
hungover
wake
one.
up.
Yeah, when I wake up, it's going to be the same reaction. So, yeah, it's hard to differentiate between the two for me. Whereas Lucy's saying that she, in the dream, has already got the hangover, which is shit, isn't it? Because she's not even getting any of the good bit. She's just like, I'm in a hangover, I have anxiety, and I'm going to wake up and feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
Awful. Now, as some of you may know, we have an amazing community online that runs alongside this podcast called Cuppa.community. We reached out to them to find out what their dreams felt like. Here we go. We've got Brenda. She said, my drinking dreams are rare and usually happen when I'm stressed. So exactly what we said. I wake up in a sweat thinking I blew almost 500 days of sobriety, and I'm so relieved it was a dream.
Charlotte says, I only ever had one, a doozy. I bet she's an Aussie.
Yeah.
I was on my tiptoes drinking a giant glass of red wine with a drinking straw. I'm allergic to wine and champagne, almost instantaneous migraines, so it made 0 sense, but it was extremely Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, right. So you can go into a completely different world sometimes. Amy said, drinking dreams are awful. I wake up with this awful feeling of regret. Why have I let myself down? Why did I pick up that first drink? My last drink dream, I was really upset with myself, and it actually took me a little while to wake up to reality.
People getting upset with themselves
Yeah,
with the dreams.
it's really triggery.
Rosie said, oh Lord, yes, the drinking dreams. I have them quite regularly, maybe every month. In every one that I've had, I know I'm supposed to be sober and I'm confused as to why I'm drinking. I have feelings of disappointment and can't believe I've done it while I'm actually in the dream. The drinking in the dream isn't always the main theme. It's often the knowing that I have drunk that makes up the main part of it.
Oh, God, it's interesting, isn't it? Kirky says, I haven't had one in yonks now, so that's good, because I do think they lessen the longer you are sober. She said she had a lot in early sobriety, but always felt happy and proud when she woke up because she knew it wasn't real.
That's the other way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You either wake up going anxious and going, I can't believe I did that, or you wake up proud and your sobriety's been strengthened by it.
Sophie said, I have them now and again. They tend to occur when I'm feeling particularly strong within my sobriety.
Okay.
That's annoying, isn't
so you're
it?
either strong in your sobriety or
Yeah.
you're stressed.
Or she says, it's if I've been to a sober event and she's just reminded of her drinking days. It's as if my brain is trying to fuck with me, she says. There's one more there, Hame.
Okay, and the last one is from Eri. She says, I actually had one last night. I was with my mum and she was encouraging me to drink. I remember in the dream being reluctant. Then I had a beer and then it was almost like, oh, well, I've had one. I might as well carry on now.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up feeling disappointed in myself, then proud when I realised it was just a...
Take control of the numbers and supercharge your small business with Xero. That's Xero. With our easy-to-use accounting software with automation and reporting features, you'll spend less time on manual tasks and more time understanding how your business is doing. 87% of surveyed U.S. customers agree Xero helps improve financial visibility. Search Xero with an X or visit Xero.com/ACAST to start your 30-day free trial. Conditions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Dream.
Thank you for sending those in. I think perhaps relapse dreams can indicate progress in recovery. That's the positive side anyway. And once you get your head around this and don't be afraid of them, you might find that they reduce in frequency. If you start to experience drinking dreams, try to use the following coping mechanisms.
Identify your trauma. Trauma is one of the main reasons people experience relapse dreams. That trauma could be just the fact that you drank buckets of booze for years, or it could be abuse or divorce or something else. You can take steps to identify unresolved trauma by enrolling in a counselling program. Something like cognitive behavioural therapy will help you get over your trauma, and that will lessen the anxiety you feel after your dreams.
I do wonder if people with more anxiety, Hame, get more anxious dreams. I know that I suffer a bit from anxiety, and my dreams are often, if I'm going to get a plane the next day, I dream the night before that I've lost my passport, that I can't get to the airport because I'm anxious already about what's going to happen. So I wonder if people that drink generally have higher anxiety anyway, so we're more prone to having dreams perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, I also agree that, Hame, just sharing your experience with someone, finding people that have had drinking dreams, especially on cuppa or something, it can make you feel less weird about the feelings. Tell us about them if you want to. Email us.
I actually didn't know that this was such a big topic within sobriety. I didn't know that most sober people, like cuppa, that absolutely lit up when you said that, can share, I've had this in my experience. I had no idea. It's quite nice to know that other people are going through the same thing.
I think everybody has them. Everybody who's been a big drinker, it's obviously going to go into what you know, isn't it? Really?
Ground yourself in reality. While relapse dreams can seem real in the moment, it's only a dream at the end of the day. Understanding that these dreams are nothing more than your subconscious processing your feelings and trauma can help ground you in reality. Having a relapse dream doesn't mean you're going to relapse. These dreams can be uncomfortable until you learn how to cope with them, but you're in complete control of your reaction to them.
Yeah, I think that's the point, isn't it? Like, they might feel shitty, but it's just whether you let that shitty get to you.
You can't control the dreams, but you can control the way you process them the next day.
Totally. The drinking dreams so remind me of that same feeling of craving as well. It's like we feel like we're losing control all over again. And I think that may be a sober person's biggest fear.
For sure. Sobriety means you feel safe and secure for the first time ever. And when you fall asleep, you don't expect that to be the place where you're reminded of who you once were. But yet, here you are, either in a drunken stupor or experiencing something subconscious anxiety, just like Lucy did. It can be a bit of a shock to your very vulnerable, emotional, newly sober state. How do you feel about them today, Vic?
Well, in some sort of sick way, I look forward to them.
Yes, me too. Why?
Because I'm sick in the head, that's why.
Okay.
Because I'm weird. Because I agree with what you said earlier. It's like you get a moment of who you once were, but the good bit, and you don't have the recovery process. Yeah. You don't have the hangover, apart from Lucy got the hangover. But there is a moment of, if I could get on a dance floor and have that euphoria and have that moment of sort of blissed out feeling like I'm on a night out and it's the best night I've ever had, which of course I do miss in sobriety. Like, I still find it hard to get to those highs. It's nice to know that I've had a high in a dream and then I don't have the repercussions from it.
Okay, so here's a question for you. You know about lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming sort of being this thing that you can effectively train yourself to control your dreams. One thing that they often talk about is you put a dot on your hand, you draw a dot on your hand, and if in your sleep the dot is not there, you look at your hand, you know you are effectively you are awake but in your dream, and you can go, hey, tonight I'm going to fly, tonight I'm going to have sex with a supermodel, whatever it is. One of my best friends has trained himself to lucid dream. So if you could do it, would you choose to have those kinds of dreams? Because like you said, it's like, oh, this was what I used to do and it's all the good bits.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it's a fantasy because I never actually had those bits. So that's the truth of it. My dreams, I'm in a perfect drinking scenario or a perfect drug taking scenario. Perhaps like the first time I took ecstasy or the first time I got drunk. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I feel amazing. I don't care about anything anymore. And I'm feeling all the effects of a first time user, for example. I know that that's not a reality, but that's where my dream takes me. So if I can have that moment in my dream again without feeling a come down, so of course I'm going to go back and want to feel that. It's like going to a good party or just feeling good or having some joy. It's nice to feel that feeling. So yes, I would have those dreams. I would continue to have them because it just means I'm having a good time and I can still be in bed by 7:30.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree.
But it depends how you react to that. Like if I wake up the next day and feel slightly anxious because I'm not sure where I am for one moment, then that's not good. But it's definitely not triggery for me like it is some people. I think one way that I can accept my sort of drinking dreams is to try and relive those moments in real life. Like try and live my dreams. I think that's what sobriety is for me now, is to try and find those moments of joy, like that extreme pleasure of being on that dance floor in my day-to-day life. And whether and how I do that, I don't know. But that's what I do try. And I think that's what sobriety is to find that level of joy that you have in the drinking dreams and be able to fulfill it throughout the day, which, you know, is difficult.
I had a kitchen rave a couple of nights ago, actually.
Okay, there you go. I have deck raves. Ministry of Sound, full volume, Sunday night. Get the old flashy lights out.
I went 90s football anthems.
Okay, great.
All the lights off. Then I held my phone above my head with the torch on and was just like swinging it.
Yeah.
With Sunny, with Liz. It's like really good rave.
I just saw something, they have a lot of sober raves in New York and in California. I'm going to try and go to one.
Yeah.
They have a musical rave. So you can go, they sing all the songs from The Greatest Showman.
Okay,
yeah, at a rave. You all just stand in this room singing the songs from The Greatest Showman. Oh my God, wouldn't that be the best thing in the whole world?
Yes.
So you can find these moments in real life. It's just that you've really got to search them out. Yeah.
That does sound like a dream.
It does sound like a dream come true. What is the weirdest dream you've ever had?
It's such a hard question to ask. I did have one. Huge fan of Friends.
Yeah.
Rachel was always my girl.
Yeah.
Still is to this day, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Aniston is my top. She's in my top 3.
Yeah.
And
if you were labelling women sexually on the way that they look,
if I was going to judge them out of 10 and then say I'll have a bit of that, and I can pick and choose,
which of course Hamish would never do.
Of course not. I'm into Jennifer Aniston because she's such a beautiful soul.
Okay,
her looks mean nothing to me.
Okay.
I want to have sex with her because she seems like a wonderful human being.
Okay, excellent.
Her looks are just the cherry on top.
Because she does a lot of work for charity.
That's it. That's nothing bigger of a turn on than that for me.
Okay, yeah. And what about Elle Macpherson? Are you into her because of her charity work as well?
Elle Macpherson is the person I get told I look like the most.
Shut up.
Yeah, Liz like Hame looking a little bit like Elle Macpherson today.
I do see that a little bit actually. You've even got the mole.
Yes, I look quite like Elle Macpherson.
I look like Boy George.
Yeah, you do say that.
Yeah, I do look like Boy George.
We both look like just gay versions of the other gender. You look like a gay man and I look like a girl. Oh, I'm thinking of Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I look like Ellen DeGeneres.
No, you do look like Elle Macpherson as well.
And now I'm thinking I don't know who Elle Macpherson is.
She's that model from the 90s.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't look like her. This isn't going anywhere.
I like the charity work that Emily Ratajkowski does.
Yes, okay, yes.
There we go. We need to modernise these 90s references.
Yeah. So go ahead. Carry on labelling women on the way they look.
So Rachel was my girl.
Yeah.
And Rachel was my girl in Friends. And then one night I had sex with Monica Geller.
Oh, yeah.
And it changed everything. To this day, I haven't had sex with Monica Geller in my dreams since, but to this day, I've got a bit of a thing for Monica.
Okay, she showed a different side of her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her naked side.
Okay.
And I was pretty young. So yeah, that I wouldn't say it's my weirdest dream, but that is probably the longest standing effect of a dream I've ever had. That was probably 15 years ago. And since then, I'm like, there's got a bit of a thing for Monica.
It's funny, the impact of dreams sometimes. So actually, for some people, it can change the way they live their lives. Like, they can really delve into their own dreams and go, well, I had a dream about a crow flying in through a window, which means now I've got to quit my job and get another job. Yeah.
I also have my recurring nightmare, which I've not had in a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Is that I'm in this really grand hall that is lined with, armoured, so like the full coat of armour.
Yeah.
Whole wall of them on both sides. And I'm running down that and somebody is walking in a full coat of like chainmail armour towards me. But they're walking and I'm running, but they're catching up with me.
Oh, that's
and it's
horrible.
dimly lit and I can hear the sort of clinking of the metal.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, I had that over and over and over and over again for a long time. And I've also had recurring nightmares of being I'm claustrophobic and being in a room not being able to find the door,
anxiety
in
dreams.
pitch black.
They definitely happen when you're feeling stressed. Anxiety dreams.
Have you had a weirdest dream?
My recurring dream as a child, it sounds no way near as interesting as yours, but it was through the side of my eye, like a side glance, just being able to see a wasp walking up a curtain.
Okay, interesting. That was recurring.
Yep.
That is dull.
It is
a
so
boring
dull.
recurring dream.
Can you believe it? It used to really scare me.
And it wasn't even coming to sting you. It was
it was
going
there.
about its merry way.
Yeah. Is that the most boring story I've ever told on the podcast?
That is a boring podcast dream.
It is, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. Never did anything, never stung me, didn't turn into a giant like dinosaur or anything and attack me. It just was there in doing its thing.
That is odd.
Stupid little bee.
Do you have a weird dream?
I dreamt last night that I was in a fizzy orange swimming pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it was just a fantasy.
Good. It is good.
Oh, thank you.
You need to say this one because you've written it and I don't get it.
I had one recently in which I dreamt I was a giant marshmallow as well. I woke up and my pillow was missing.
I don't get it.
I ate it. I thought it was a marshmallow.
You ate it?
Yeah, it's a joke.
I understand it's a joke, but I've read it 4 times.
I dreamt
I was like,
I was a giant marshmallow.
I woke up and my pillow was missing.
Yeah, I ate my pillow.
I don't get the
so
joke.
I've said it wrong. I had one recently where I dreamt I ate a giant marshmallow.
Okay, now I get it. I
woke
read
up
this
my pillow,
last night
fair
4
enough.
times. I was like, what is this
I've written
joke?
it wrong. You don't know how much work I put into this. Can you imagine I was Googling
That was a Google.
sleep-related jokes.
You put no work into that joke. You copied it off Google and you copied it wrong.
I know, I did. Really, my weirdest dream was the one when I was helping Whitney Houston back a caravan into a tight spot. Houston, get your bloody gone to the right, to the left. Houston, come on.
I love this
It's my favourite dream.
I love it. Have you had it more than once? Or
She was
just once?
just once. She was a shit driver.
Yeah.
This caravan wouldn't get into the space. She was looking behind us. Don't use your fucking wing mirrors, Houston.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant dream. I've told you about that one before.
I do like that.
The other one I had, sometimes I have really interesting dreams where I've literally worked out the meaning of life.
Mm-hmm.
John's literally dreamt about a squirrel like eating a nut, or a bit like a bee walking up a curtain.
See why you end up together, yeah?
Yeah, and then I've literally understood in my dream that connecting all of the ball bearings in the world and putting them just under the Earth's crust will create a magnetic field that will make us all live longer. Like stuff like, I literally wake up and say stuff to him like that. He's like, what the fuck is going on in your brain?
Should I tell you what that has made me think of?
What?
Which is maybe a comparison of your brain to mine. This thought comes up in my brain once a month. There are more...
I like ladies.
There are more buttons in the world than humans, right?
Right.
Are you wearing any buttons today? You haven't got a button on your shirt. I've got one on my jeans.
Yeah.
Actually, only one. Okay. But there are more buttons than humans in the world. If all the buttons got together and could communicate, we'd be in big trouble. They could take over.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway. So Liz only realised last month that dinosaurs were a real thing. She's like, hey, dinosaurs are real things. Yeah. She just thought they were like a children's
Liz, your
story.
wife?
My wife. She can't wrap her head around the fact that dinosaurs are real. Are you serious?
What?
Yeah. Blown her mind.
dear,
Absolutely blown her mind.
I do not know where to start with that, quite honestly.
That's an idea of the type of conversation
What did
we
you
have
think
at
it was
dinner.
then?
It's a children's story? That's the level of conversation. I'm talking about buttons taking over the world. She's blown away that dinosaurs are real. It's an insight into date night at our house.
Oh my God. So basically we are like physicists in our dreams and our partners are just like numbnuts.
I don't know if I can claim to be a physicist with the button theory.
Okay, let's not claim to be physicists, but let's claim that they are numbnuts.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I dream every night, Hamish. I could tell you something strange every single morning. My vanilla eating husband and my mum can never remember a smidgen, yet me and my dad are pretty much hallucinating each night. I looked this up and apparently I thought it was something to do with us just being completely different people. But everybody dreams. It's just a matter of who remembers them. Interesting, hey? When you get sober, you do get heavier sleep, which means you get more REM sleep, which also means you are likely to remember your dreams.
Okay.
So that is a good point there. The more healthy you are and the more creative your mind, which happens in sobriety as well, because you're not numbing it down or poisoning it, basically, the more imaginative your dreams will be. So not only have you just got sober, but your mind is going to be more awake than it has been in the last 25 years of your binge drinking habit or however much you drink. So it's like a double whammy.
Sure.
You're getting sober, your brain is becoming more active, and you are going to be dreaming more than ever before. Possibly, Hamish, this could be a good thing. Your dreams could actually be processing stuff. This is something I learned this week, that you're not able to process when you're awake.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you read what Professor Wendy Troxell, PhD, says?
Pre-HD.
PhD.
This is before the HD. Pre the HD.
She's a dinosaur physicist.
What happens during our dreams may help us work through challenging things that happen during the daytime that we may not be capable of processing during our waking lives. Well, this is what people use lucid dreaming for.
Right.
So if they go through a very tumultuous breakup, in their lucid dream, they will make up with their ex.
Okay,
and they'll
so
have
they're
the conversations they
healing
can't have.
Yeah.
And then they'll feel better in the morning.
Okay, that
Quite
makes
interesting,
sense.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you never got to say goodbye to your dad and your dad passed away,
Yeah.
you'll lucid dream and say your goodbyes. Quite like it.
So it's connecting with your subconscious brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So even if those dreams do feel awful and scary, they are helping and protecting you in some way. It's like a visit to the psychologist that you don't know what happened and you don't have to pay for.
Great.
Yeah, double whammy, it's great.
Wim Wenders said, without dreams, there can be no courage. And without courage, there can be no action.
I'm not quite sure what that means.
Nor do I, but we're all on board that dreams are a good thing.
It's just a quote that has the word dreams in it. That's as much as I could come up with. Yeah.
The amount of work you put into this. Is
Wim Wenders, I think that's a pretty made up name, isn't it? Sorry, Wim. Where does she wender off to?
Yeah. Wim boy? Yeah, Wim is a boy.
Do you think Wim?
Well, Wim Hof.
Oh, Wim Hof, yeah, the other famous Wim.
I feel like we've turned this round. Drinking dreams are not scary at all.
Oh, wait, you didn't sound convincing enough then. Start again.
Have we turned this round?
I'm not sure that we have.
I hope we've got to the point where we're telling you that drinking dreams are not scary at all.
Wait a second. Start that sentence again and be really enthusiastic. I'm keeping this in.
Okay.
Right, yeah. Go.
I'm really questioning my enthusiasm for the topic.
I love how we've turned this around.
I love how we've turned this around.
Oh, God, me too.
Drinking dreams are not scary at all.
They're not. What a surprise.
They are reminders of how far we've come and just how brilliant we are for changing.
Yeah.
Enough? Too much energy?
Good. No, that's great.
Weirdly, Vic, I woke up in the night last night and my sheets were all sticky. Not sure what happened. What would that have been?
I think we probably need to explain this off camera, Hamish.
Yes, she is ovulating.
Yes, okay, yeah. But it's probably just your little cup of milk that fell over into your bed. Because you have that little beaker of...
I have that cup of milk that I keep between my legs every night.
Yes, that little cup of milk.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's why you wake up all sticky in the morning.
Sticky in the morning.
Before we finish this podcast...
Thank God we're not ending on that.
Yeah, we're not ending on that. We're not ending on
that
Hamish's
image.
Sticky wicket.
My little sticky wiki. My little sticky wiki Milky Betty.
We just want to say that I think you can try and see your drinking dreams as something that is going to move you forward in your sobriety. Wake up and go, thank God I'm not that person anymore. Thank God I don't have to deal with what that person in my dream had to deal with. And you've got past the worst of it and now you're sober, especially if you're sober. Like, think about those things.
And don't read into them too much.
No.
Don't go, why am I still having these? Well, you're still having these because you spent ages doing it.
Yeah.
And you're probably spending ages thinking about it in your sobriety. So it's only natural. It doesn't mean anything more than that.
Yeah, because dreams just happen because of the things that happen in our day-to-day lives. And if that's what you've been doing, which is drinking, it's going to pop up again.
Except for that Miss Trunchbull one.
Apart from Trunchbull, apart from Winnie Houston back in a caravan into the car park space. Before we end the podcast, Hamish, I just want to go a little bit deeper into this situation with your wife not understanding that dinosaurs existed.
Okay.
So when she watches Jurassic Park, what did she think about that?
I think she just thought, well, this is a made up thing, like aliens.
Is there anything else that she's got problems with that we need to talk about?
She is quite an intelligent person. But yeah, it was only recently that she figured out that dinosaurs actually existed in the world.
So when she's been just generally watching television and the people find fossils, what does she think of that? What does she think that is?
That's a question for her.
Yeah, I need to,
I'll have to report
an interview.
back. Yeah.
Please.
It is concerning.
It is very concerning.
And I don't know I don't want to be like, you idiot.
Yes,
I'm more like in awe that she's just discovering this now. Every day she's like, and it's just amazing. They're like, how big were they and how long ago? I'm like, they were actually, she says this yesterday.
Liz, this isn't good.
She goes, think about the CBD now in Sydney, right? Where all the offices and the office blocks and these tall apartments she goes, one day dinosaurs are walking through there. I'm like,
but does she understand? But not while it was built. Does she understand it was a long time ago? Does she think it's recently?
No, I think she's wrapped her head around that. Yeah. I was like, I can't believe this is new information to you.
Gosh, when I had a boyfriend once, we met some people from New Zealand. I don't know if I told you this story. We met some people from New Zealand and he hadn't really been out of the country where he was from before. And he just watched loads and loads of movies. And he was looking under the table throughout the whole meal. I was like, what are you looking at? Why are you looking at their feet? And when we got home, he told me, he asked me like, why have they got normal feet? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, they weren't hairy or like, like hobbits' feet. I said, what do you mean? He said, oh, they're from New Zealand, aren't they? No. He thought, I'm not joking, this is a sort of level of boyfriend I had throughout my life. He thought that people from New Zealand were hobbits.
Wow. How long were you with him for?
4 years.
Yeah, that's nice.
I know.
That's really good. One of my favourite interactions is not as dumb as that. I was in America and I went into this shopping centre and this guy that served me was like, oh my God, your accent, you're from England. I'm like, yeah, I'm from England. He goes, incredible. He goes, I can tell that you have an English accent. Can you tell that I have an American accent? I was like, yeah, you got an American accent. He goes, oh, amazing.
So he couldn't hear it or something?
Yeah, he didn't understand that he had an American accent that I would be able to detect.
Oh, we could do a whole podcast on people's stupid comments.
Yeah.
When I was working as a travel agent, I had an American girl come in and say, I would like to book a ticket to Germany. I'm thinking of going to Germany with my friends. Is it okay now? I said, what do you mean? Since the Second World War? She's like, yeah, is it okay now? Is it okay if we travel there? Is it safe? I was like, yeah, it's fine. In the next breath, she said, we're also thinking about going to Ireland. Is it okay if we just buy a ticket to the bridge? I was like, there is no bridge to Ireland. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Germany? Big bridge.
I don't know what she was on.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah, I think we need to find out some more stupid comments. Sorry to hear about Liz, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that your wife's slightly stupid.
Sounds like I'm painting her in a bad...
No, we love her.
I have done 10 times as much stupid stuff as her.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
But the dinosaur thing I can hold over her.
I think you can hold that.
Publish, yeah.
Yeah. I think I might buy her some dinosaur-related merch.
Yeah, and just give her a little wink and a nudge when you give it to her.
Hey, I heard about you idiot. Thanks for listening. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the...
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
good. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.